Okay, people, welcome back to another Fwoosh review. Tonight I'm going to take a look at Space Walls from GTP Toys. Essentially what these are third-party Death Star walls. Now, this came along at a perfect time. I'm right back into Star Wars. I'm looking for ways to display my figures, but I don't have time to, scratch build something. I'm not a diorama guy. So I saw these up for pre-order. They looked awesome. I jumped on it. It's just going to add something to my pictures, my display. The box is just plain cardboard, the GTP logo, and then, Space Walls. And you know what? I'm good with that. Now, when you open the box, you have some stickers. I believe these are to stick the walls together and then down to your surface. The piece of foam protecting it, which I'm good with. The Space Walls themselves, they're just what they are and how many. Then inside you get your 9 walls and protected pretty well by some foam. This foam right here is cut to fit, and then there's another piece on bottom. I haven't actually pulled any of these out yet, so I'm interested in seeing what these look like. That's not bad at all. This is actually bigger than I thought it would be. It's hard to tell scale when you're looking at it online, you know what I mean? GTP showed pictures. I know the scale of the figures that were displayed in front of these, but getting them in hand, yeah, a little bit larger than I thought. But let me get the rest of these out, and I'm going to take a look at them all at the same time. And here we go. They're all out of the package. And like I said, they are bigger than they look in pictures. They're not huge. They're not too big. They're pretty much perfect for the Black Series or whatever Star Wars 6-inch figures you prefer. The other thing that caught my eye when I started pulling them out of the package, the sculpt on these, and I guess the molding, it is pretty damn clean. Just everything is crisp. The plastic, there's no paint to it, but it's solid. There's no swirly twirlies like we see in some plastic molded pieces. This is just the flat gray. It's what color the plastic is molded in, and it's consistent. It's just even all the way across the piece. So it works great as Death Star walls or Space Walls. And the mold process just brought that to the finished product perfectly. Everything's sharp. They measure about 3.5 by 9.5. So yeah, you're going to get a pretty good wall having 9 pieces in this set. Doing the math, it's a little under 3 feet. So you can span a shelf, and you have plenty of pieces to switch in and out to make the walls look different if you're using them for diorama purposes. So that's pretty cool. And on the back, you can see that it has these rows. This keeps the piece stiff, and you're not going to get any flex out of this. It stays solid. Now, in your set of 9, you'll end up with 3 of these. You have 2 of these. It has kind of the intake vents here on the ends. This one's not symmetrical, and it shows it to be this way with the part up here. It looks pretty smooth. I like this. You have 2 of these. It's nearly the same as this, but the intake vents here are capped off. The ends are a little bit different on each of them. The middle's pretty much the same. But again, it's a little variation from wall to wall. And then you have the LED panels. Now, this one, the gray, that has these odd-browns cut out of it, and it has a thinner white piece inset into the back of it. So you can use this as a lighted panel. All I have at the moment is this flashlight, but you can see that it shines through pretty good. Let's do this. GTP has announced that they will be coming out with an LED kit to light these. Hopefully it distributes the light better than this crap flashlight I have. I'm not quite sure what they will do, but if the quality is anything like these walls, it's going to be kind of awesome. I can't wait to get that because I need these to be lit. This is just cool. Now, I don't know with this one if the white plastic on the inside kind of pulls it in or something's going on, but you can see that there's it slightly pulls in. You can get kind of a gap here. And as much as I love the quality on these, I do have a slight bend in right here, but it's on the top. And we'll never see that, or I'll never use that part in pictures, so that's not a huge deal. The set did come with stickers to stick the pieces together and then to stick it down to any floor piece you have, but I'm not a huge fan of stickers, so I ran to Walmart, and I think for 88 cents I got these binder clips, and these just clip right in. You can use them anywhere along that panel, and they pretty much hold the pieces together. So if you get several pieces together and you want them to stay together, this seems like, at least for me, at this moment, until somebody comes up with something better, this is the best option. You can also take the clip, and if you have an irregular surface or you're leaning back a little bit, you need the walls to stand up, you can also use these kind of as a kickstand. They're not going to hold a lot of weight, but it'll keep your pieces from falling back, or you can lean them forward a little bit. So, kind of a kickstand. That works for me. When I take pictures of Star Wars figures, these will probably be what I use, the backdrops. So I needed something quick and easy, movable, that's not going to wear out. The only problem I have had is with the light panel. This white plastic piece kind of comes up the inside of it there. So when I try to clip it together, you got to kind of just grab the gray part. You can't get out all the way out here on the white. I haven't tried the bigger ones. Even if you move too much, that piece is going to snap off. Let's see. I hit myself in the face a minute ago, pissed myself off. I'm just now getting back to clipping these together. So, but once it's on, there you go. It stays together. You have not a solid piece, you don't want to get crazy with it, but it'll hold it together. Now, I knew the walls were coming, so I had to have a floor of some kind. I've seen VB and Cannonball use a reflective black surface on bottom. I never thought to ask them what it was, but essentially this is just a piece of glass shelf I had in the closet. I spray painted the back black, and this is what it comes out looking like. Nah, it's not the cleanest, and it's really a pain in the butt to keep clean. It looks pretty great with the walls standing on it, and then you get a figure and you get a slight reflection from the bottom. A very Death Star looking, and that makes me happy because I was afraid I was going to have to go buy some special piece of black material that's reflective. Pretty easy, pretty simple, spray paint, piece of glass. And there's what it looks like with more panels together, blocking out my green background. It just transforms the picture. I'm not sure if it's just the colors reflecting off differently, but it completely changes. And I have those binder clips on, what is this, 6 panels here, and they pretty much hold together. You can flip it around and move it around, and it stays pretty tight. See, I just dropped it and all the walls stayed together. This is because my desk is leaning that way. So I turn it around, the kickstand's off of it, and it doesn't hold itself up. But I turn it around, put it back down. There you go. It stays up fairly nice. I've split the 6-panel piece into 2 pieces. You can form corners. There's no way, because of how they're molded, there's no way to clip them together at a 90-degree angle. You can double layer them to make kind of a hallway scene. You can set them up parallel, perpendicular, pretty much any way you want to set them up. This will work. Even with no figures in front of it, this just looks awesome. Now, along with the walls, the GTP guys were nice enough to send along for review their prototype of their barrel piece. I don't know if this is 3D printed or it was molded in this, it's kind of a soft plastic, kind of a rubbery, but the sculpt on this is excellent. The grooves right here, there is a seam line right here. I can only guess that that's not going to be in the final product. And even if it is, it's not going to be as obvious as it is on this one. This just adds to the walls. It's going to be cool to just fill out your Death Star diorama. They included their prototype for these two smaller boxes. You can see these in the movie, which I didn't even remember. I had to email the guys and ask what they were. They sent along a picture, and sure enough, these were in the movie. Again, this is a softer material, and these are just stickers stuck on here to show what the finished product may look like. So those are cool. And this is the one I was excited about. They also sent along the big crate. The sculpt on this is very sharp, even with it being in the more rubbery material. It's just, it's kind of an iconic box. This is a sticker on top, the red and black. The guys do tell me that the finished product on these are going to be made out of the same material, or at least they're going to try to get it made out of the same material as the walls. So that'll be cool. Accessory set, like I said, it will fill out your diorama. They have shown these in prototype form. They just sent them along. Let me check them out. On top of all that, I don't think they've announced their blast doors. This is the insert that came with the walls, and it says coming soon. It looks like an attachment for in between your space walls is this door opening. But hopefully these close. If not, it still looks cool. You could add more walls behind it to close off the scene. But if there are doors in here, yeah, that's going to be awesome. But the downside to that, it also makes me want Old Man Obi-Wan to, because those, you're going to either have stormtroopers behind it coming through, or you're going to have Obi-Wan and Darth Vader fighting behind it. That'd be sweet. At the end of the day, I think these are awesome. For someone like me, who doesn't build dioramas, wouldn't know where to start, but has always wanted something to backdrop their pictures, or, you know, just spice things up on the shelf a little bit. This is what I've been waiting for, completely. My Star Wars shelf, although because of the height, I'll have to raise up the shelf above it a little bit, but these will work perfect behind the Empire figures, or just any figures you want. Han and Luke in Stormtrooper gear, Chewbacca. The space walls are what I have been waiting for since I got back into the 6-inch Star Wars game. The total cost is $95. That seems a little bit steep, but when you break it down, you get 9 walls, a little over $10 a piece, and then you pay shipping on top of that. I'm good with $10 a piece. They're going to be selling smaller packs, but you won't have to go for the 9-piece set. You can go smaller, or if you want to add to your 9-piece set, you can order more just single walls. The LED set is coming, the LED kit to light up the wall with the white transparencies in it. That's going to be awesome. The barrel set, the accessory set with the barrels, the crates, and the boxes, those are going to be awesome. And then the blast doors, I cannot wait for those. I may need more shelf. I may need more display review area, because I couldn't put all 9 pieces together and get them into frame with, you know, looking right. So these have actually changed the way I will be taking pictures from now on. And don't get me wrong, I don't take the best pictures. I'm kind of an amateur when it comes to pictures. But for guys like Matt K or the ACBA guys, these are just going to ramp it up a little bit. They're going to be able to use these behind their figures. They'll just be able to take sweet, sweet pictures. If you're at all interested in these, get over to GTP-Toys.com. Order your set. You will not be disappointed. We've all been asking for kind of a third-party Star Wars, and while these aren't figures, these add to the figures perfectly. So if you like the review, comment, like, subscribe, and I'll catch you on the Fwoosh. There's not a lot of surprise here. There's not a lot of innovation, but if you're a troop builder, this is a cool set. It was $80 on Amazon, which is about $20 a piece, standard price for a Black Series figure. It's not currently in stock, but it's been popping up randomly, and surely they're going to get more stock with the new movie coming out. But basically, this is just to add to your troops, and this is a perfect exclusive because it's just troop building. If you don't troop build, you're not missing out on anything.